When sizing a service for a hotel with multiple suites, the approach depends on whether the suites have cooking provisions. For hotels with multiple suites lacking cooking facilities, it is correct to treat each suite as a dwelling unit and apply the demand factors from National Electrical Code Table 220.84. This is because each suite functions as a self-contained multifamily dwelling unit with its own electrical service. Table 220.12, which provides loads by occupancy, is generally not applicable in this specific situation. In contrast, for hotels where the suites do contain cooking equipment, National Electrical Code Table 220.84 is not the appropriate choice for calculating the entire suite load. Instead, National Electrical Code Table 220.12 should be used to calculate the demand loads for the general circuits, such as lighting and outlets, within each suite. It's crucial to remember that the demand load for the cooking equipment must be calculated separately. This separate calculation is typically done using National Electrical Code Table 220.55. To determine the total load for a suite that includes cooking equipment, firstly calculate the demand load for the general circuits using National Electrical Code Table 220.12. Secondly, determine the demand load for the cooking appliances using National Electrical Code Table 220.55. Finally, add these two demand loads together to arrive at the total demand load for the suite. Let's consider an example. Imagine a hotel suite with the following characteristics. Firstly, an area of 500 square feet. Secondly, a lighting and outlet load of 3 volt-amps per square foot, obtained from National Electrical Code Table 220.12. Thirdly, cooking appliances consisting of an electric range rated at 8 kilowatts and a microwave rated at 1.5 kilowatts. To perform the calculations, firstly, calculate the load for the general circuits. This is done by multiplying the area of the suite, 500 square feet, by the volt-amps per square foot, 3 volt-amps per square foot, resulting in 1500 volt-amps. Secondly, determine the demand factor for the general circuits. Assuming there are 3 or more suites, a demand factor of 35% is typically applied according to National Electrical Code Table 220.84. Therefore, the demand load for the general circuits is 1500 volt-amps multiplied by 0.35, which equals 525 volt-amps. Thirdly, calculate the demand load for the cooking appliances using National Electrical Code Table 220.55. For the range, assuming a standard household range, a demand factor might be applied. For example, if the demand factor is 56%, then the demand load for the range is 8 kilowatts multiplied by 0.56, resulting in 4.48 kilowatts, which can be rounded to 4.5 kilowatts. For the microwave, a different demand factor might apply. For example, if the demand factor is 60%, then the demand load for the microwave is 1.5 kilowatts multiplied by 0.60, resulting in 0.9 kilowatts. Finally, to calculate the total demand load for the suite, add the demand load for the general circuits, 525 volt-amps, to the demand load for the range, 4.5 kilowatts, and the demand load for the microwave, 0.9 kilowatts. This gives a total demand load of 525 volt-amps plus 4.5 kilowatts plus 0.9 kilowatts, which equals 5.925 kilowatts. To convert volt-amps to kilowatts, divide by 1000. Therefore, 525 volt-amps is equal to 0.525 kilowatts. Adding this to the cooking appliance loads gives a total of 0.525 kilowatts plus 4.5 kilowatts plus 0.9 kilowatts, which equals 5.925 kilowatts. In conclusion, for hotels with multiple suites, it's important to differentiate between suites with and without cooking provisions when calculating electrical loads. For suites without cooking provisions, the demand factors from National Electrical Code Table 220.84 should be used. However, for suites with cooking equipment, National Electrical Code Table 220.12 should be used for the general circuits, and National Electrical Code Table 220.55 should be used for the cooking appliances. In this latter case, The demand load for the cooking appliances must be calculated separately and then added to the demand load for the general circuits to determine the total demand load for the suite. This approach ensures accurate service sizing and compliance with electrical codes. It's essential to carefully consider the specific equipment and layout of each suite to determine the appropriate demand factors. The NEC provides guidelines and tables to assist in these calculations, but professional judgment and a thorough understanding of electrical principles are necessary for accurate and safe electrical system design. Keep in mind that local codes and regulations may have additional requirements or modifications to the NEC, so it's crucial to consult with local authorities and qualified electrical engineers to ensure compliance. The goal of these calculations is to provide adequate electrical capacity for the hotel while avoiding oversizing the service, which can lead to unnecessary costs and inefficiencies. The proper application of demand factors allows for a more realistic assessment of the actual load requirements of the hotel, taking into account the diversity of usage among the suites and the fact that not all appliances and equipment will be operating simultaneously at the maximum rated capacity. Remember that the demand factors in the NEC are based on statistical data and represent typical usage pattern. However, there may be situations where the actual load characteristics of a particular hotel differ significantly from these averages. In such cases, it may be necessary to adjust the demand factors or use alternative calculation methods to accurately reflect the specific load requirements of the facility. For example, if a hotel caters primarily to business travelers who are likely to use more electronic devices and appliances than typical tourists, it may be appropriate to increase the demand factors for the general circuits. Similarly, if a hotel offers specialized cooking facilities or amenities such as large commercial-grade ranges or ovens, the demand factors for the cooking appliances may need to be adjusted accordingly. In addition to the demand factors for individual suites, it's also important to consider the overall demand factor for the entire hotel when sizing the service. This demand factor takes into account the diversity of usage among all the suites and common areas of the hotel, such as lobbies, restaurants, and meeting rooms. The NEC provides guidelines for calculating the overall demand factor based on the number of suites and the types of loads present in the hotel. However, it may be necessary to adjust these factors based on the specific characteristics of the facility and its expected occupancy patterns. For example, if a hotel is located in a seasonal resort area and experiences significant fluctuations in occupancy throughout the year, the overall demand factor may need to be adjusted to account for the peak load during the high season. Similarly, if a hotel offers extensive amenities and services such as a spa, fitness center, or swimming pool, the demand factor may need to be increased to account for the additional electrical loads associated with these facilities. When calculating the electrical loads for a hotel, it's also important to consider the potential for future expansion or renovation. If the hotel is planning to add more suites or upgrade its facilities in the future, it's essential to size the service accordingly to accommodate these additional loads. This may involve installing a larger transformer or service entrance equipment than is currently required, but it can save significant costs and disruptions in the long run by avoiding the need for major electrical upgrades in the future. In addition to the NEC requirements, it's also important to consider energy efficiency when designing the electrical system for a hotel. There are many opportunities to reduce energy consumption and cost by using energy-efficient lighting, appliances, and equipment, as well as implementing energy management systems and controls. For example, installing LED lighting throughout the hotel can significantly reduce energy consumption compared to traditional incandescent or fluorescent lighting. Similarly, using energy-efficient refrigerators, air conditioners, and other appliances can further reduce energy costs. Energy management systems can also be used to optimize energy consumption by controlling lighting, HVAC, and other systems based on occupancy and time of day. These systems can also provide valuable data and insights into energy usage patterns, allowing hotel operators to identify areas for further improvement. By incorporating energy efficiency measures into the design of the electrical system, hotels can not only reduce their operating costs but also improve their environmental footprint and attract environmentally conscious guests. It's also important to consider the safety and reliability of the electrical system when designing and installing it. This includes ensuring that all wiring and equipment are properly sized and installed according to the NEC requirements, as well as providing adequate overcurrent protection and grounding. Regular inspections and maintenance are also essential to ensure that the electrical system is operating safely and reliably. This includes checking for loose connections, damaged wiring, and other potential hazards, as well as testing overcurrent protection devices and grounding systems. By prioritizing safety and reliability, hotels can minimize the risk of electrical fires, equipment failures, and other incidents that could disrupt operations and endanger guests. In summary, calculating the electrical loads for hotel suites requires a careful and comprehensive approach that considers the specific characteristics of the facility, the types of loads present, and the applicable codes and regulations. By properly applying demand factors, incorporating energy efficiency measures, and prioritizing safety and reliability, hotels can ensure that their electrical systems are adequately sized, efficiently operated, and safely maintained. It is always recommended to consult with qualified electrical engineers and contractors to ensure that the electrical system is designed and installed according to the highest standards. Remember to always refer to the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes or regulations when performing electrical calculations. The NEC is updated every 3 years, and it's important to stay current with the latest requirements to ensure compliance. In addition to the NEC, there may be other applicable standards and guidelines that should be considered, such as those published by the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, Underwriters Laboratories, and other organizations. By following these guidelines and seeking professional advice, hotel operators can ensure that their electrical systems are safe, efficient, and reliable. The electrical system is a critical component of any hotel, and it's essential to invest in its proper design, installation, and maintenance. A well-designed and maintained electrical system can provide reliable power for all the hotel's operations, ensuring the comfort and safety of guests and staff. It can also help to reduce energy costs and improve the hotel's environmental performance. By taking a proactive and comprehensive approach to electrical system management, hotels can protect their investment, enhance their reputation, and contribute to a more sustainable future. Furthermore, consider the specific needs of different types of hotel guests. For example, business travelers may require more outlets and charging stations for their electronic devices, while leisure travelers may prioritize entertainment options and climate control. By understanding the diverse needs of their guests, hotels can design their electrical systems to provide a comfortable and convenient experience for everyone. This may involve installing additional outlets in guest rooms, providing USB charging ports, and offering adjustable lighting and temperature controls. In addition to guest rooms, it's also important to consider the electrical needs of other areas of the hotel, such as the lobby, restaurants, meeting rooms, and fitness center. Each of these areas has its own unique electrical requirements, and it's essential to design the electrical system to meet these needs. For example, the lobby may require extensive lighting to create a welcoming atmosphere, while the restaurants may need specialized equipment for food preparation and service. The meeting rooms may need audio-visual equipment and presentation capabilities, while the fitness center may require power for treadmills, ellipticals, and other exercise machines. By carefully considering the electrical needs of each area of the hotel, designers can create a system that is both functional and efficient. Finally, remember that the electrical system is just one part of the overall building system, and it's important to integrate it with other systems such as the HVAC, plumbing, and fire protection systems. This can help to improve the overall efficiency and performance of the building, as well as reduce the risk of conflicts and problems. For example, integrating the HVAC system with the electrical system can allow for more efficient energy management, while integrating the fire protection system with the electrical system can provide enhanced safety and security. By taking a holistic approach to building design and integration, hotels can create facilities that are both comfortable and sustainable.